Hey everyone, Anthony here with Rancor TV, and today we are just gonna do another exciting stream. I do have a few packs that I'm gonna open myself, and we have a giveaway that I'm gonna be doing, assuming anyone shows up to participate in it. So if you're here, definitely give me a shout out in the comments and let me know you guys are alive out there. Before we jump into opening up any packs or anything like that, I just want to briefly kind of talk about, kind of where I feel things are at and how things are going. I'm definitely excited for Double Masters. That is coming out in just a few more days. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. We've already started to see some of the other YouTubers and things like that crack in those packs online, and wow, it looks like it is going to be absolutely awesome. I will open a few of those packs online. I'll absorb that cost, but I will also have some for sale. I'll have both the collectors, the VIP packs, as well as the draft boosters available on the store. As soon as I get those, I'll let you guys know, and I'll get them up there. I'm going to try to price them very, 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 very competitively, guys. I think I went through and redid all the pricing on the website, so if you haven't checked that out already, definitely get over to shop.rancor.tv. And really, honestly, I'm selling most of the stuff at a loss, maybe break even. But it is what it is. I don't do this to make money. I do it because I love opening packs and just kind of enjoying making content and that kind of stuff. So if you can head on over there, if you're looking for any kind of cards or anything like that. But yeah, Double Masters. I am doing a draft, a opening night draft at my local LGS, so that'll be exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. Maybe I'll take a few videos, clips, something like that, or at least some pictures, and I'll definitely talk about it in the stream next week and how that went. Probably go over the cards that I pulled for that, and I don't know, just talk about that kind of in general. So like I said, speaking of LGS, so the LGS that I used to go to actually had shut down a few months ago, which is kind of unfortunate, but just with the way things are going and stuff like that, I think we'll probably see more of that. But when I was over at another one that's kind of at the next town over, not quite as close as the one that I used to go to, I went to check them out. It's actually where I'm going to be doing a draft over there with them for the first time this Friday. And anyways, well, let me switch over to the bench here. There we go. And we can see here they had a few core 2019 packs. Oops, there's a Modern Horizon. I have like a box that I just keep like loose packs in. And so, anyways, they had 7 left. I actually cracked one already. You guys should see that one show up on a short here probably tomorrow. But we're gonna open up probably 3 of these tonight, and maybe we'll open up a few more next week. It's not anything that I really plan on selling at the store. I just every once in a while when I see a pack type that I haven't seen or opened before, I like to just kind of get them just to get that good variety. I just recently built. I haven't played with it yet, but I finally sleeved up my Commander deck that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks, where it's literally just a bunch of cards from all of the sets that I've started opening since I got back into Magic about a year and a half or 2 years ago. Wow, 2 years. Time really goes by. So I've got those. Of course, I actually wanted to open up a few more Dungeons and Dragons draft boosters. The Baldur's Gate. So we'll definitely open up some of these, and that's probably gonna be it for me. Um, but yeah, hopefully, if any of you guys are out there, I guess talk about the giveaway a little bit. Um, what I'm gonna be giving away tonight or next week or whenever I can get some live viewers that show up, um, is we're gonna go ahead and let me see if I can get it. I gotta kind of reorganize my stuff here, but I'm gonna go ahead and give away a Commander's Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate collector booster. So we'll kind of just randomly pick one out of here. And I'll probably just do a draw by who shows up in the comments. And then if you say anything in the comments of the video, or I should say the live chat, so you got to be here live, then we'll go ahead and get you entered. And hey, Pit Traffic, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get you entered. Just give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. Exclamation points work too, JC. And yeah, we'll get going. Anyways, all right. I want to start with some of these core 2019 packs. Let me jump down to the card cam, and yeah, we'll see what we can do with this. So this will be the second pack of this that I've opened here, but core set 2019. All right, kicking it off with a Revitalize. We've got the Uncomfortable Chill. No one likes that. Catalyst Elemental. Titanic Growth. Hired Blade. Angel of the Dawn. Wow, I love the angels. Viashino Pyromancer. Salvager of Secrets. Root Snare. We got the Abnormal Endurance. Blood Divination. Ajani's Pridemate. Sleep. Hey, Lathless the Dragon Queen for a rare. And a mountain with a night token. So that one wasn't too bad. We'll definitely check out and see if we got any value out of this rare with my fancy dancy handy little card reader. That should be popping up here momentarily. And hey, look at that. 591. Flying whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control. Create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. So that is actually a pretty neat. That might even be a sweet commander for a commander deck. Honestly. So all right. Well, we'll definitely go ahead and get that sleeved up there. Put that in a nice little penny sleeve, and we'll stick it up there at the top. All right. Jumping into this next core set, 2019. All right, we've got the Hostile Minotaur. Knight of the Tusk, nice. Talarian Scholar. Anaki Ogre, we got that one in one of the last packs. Daggerback Basilisk. Duress, that is a interesting one. Oakenform. Epicure of Blood. Marauder's Axe. Reclamation Sage. Aegis of the Heavens. Brawl Bash Ogre. Windreader Sphinx for the rare. Ooh. Transmogrifying Wand for a rare holo. We got our planes and a Thopter token. So, all right. Well, we got two rares this time. So let's go ahead and start with this Windreader Sphinx and see if that's got any value to it. Nope, just looks like a few cents, so nothing crazy there. This one was a holo hit. And I don't know. I don't even know if you guys can tell after the stream and all that other stuff, but I've been working on upgrading my camera, so hopefully it's a little bit less grainy and you guys can see them a little better. But all right, let's see what we got on that one. Would be nice if we could get another nice little hit. Now, nothing too crazy. 50 cents for the holo. All right, let's see here. We'll get these things organized. I kind of just throw them all haphazardly. All right, we've got one more core set I'm going to go ahead and open, and then we'll jump into some of these Dungeons and Dragons packs. So, interesting artwork. All right. Coming out swinging with the Hostile Minotaur Knight's Pledge. Anticipate Mind Rot. Daggerback Basilisk again. We got Smelt. Lich's Caress. Gallant Cavalry. Sky Scanner. We got the Salvager of Secrets. Ajani's Welcome. Knightly Valor. Volcanic Dragon. 1 with the machine for the rare. Hey, we got a Tranquil Expanse and a zombie token. Does it come with a riddle? I must have missed when that came in. Clarify for me, Pit Traffic. Does what come with a riddle? And while we're waiting for that, let's do 1 with the machine and see what that's going to do for us from a monetary perspective. Okay, foil would have been a little bit nicer, but not anything really crazy there. All right, so far just our 1 hit, but we've got a couple more packs to go here, and then we'll see what we can do about this collector booster. Actually, before we get into these, let me just see. If you guys haven't already, definitely jump over to shop.rancor TV. Check that out if you're into Magic or anything like that. It'll be a lot of fun. I will say the one individual that I've had purchase a pack, the Sphinx card. We'll check. Let's go back and look. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. I want to say it's probably 30 or 50 seconds or so. Where is that? We got Smelt. Come on. I'm holding these like an idiot here. All right, I'm trying to get them. You know what? Here, let me switch and it'll be a little easier. There, there we go. Bench. All right. Wind Reader Sphinx. Okay, now we can go back to the card. Your mind is too filled with foolish concerns to hear the subtle whispers that the breeze brings. So it does not look like there's a riddle. That would have that. I feel like you're right, Pit Traffic. That is kind of a missed opportunity. A nice little riddle underneath there would have been kind of cool. You know, I'd say Magic is just like any hobby. You can go in as deep as you want, but honestly, I think you can have a lot of fun. Realistically, you can get a group together. You can just play some Commander, and you can even buy a pre-made deck. You know, 30, 40 bucks, and that's it. And you can come over. You can have game nights. You can, you can go over to your local group or your store or friends or whatever. Game nights, just like anything else. And then, of course, if you want to augment every once in a while, you can just buy a few packs, that kind of stuff. But really, you don't have to go as that deep into it, really. Spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars like this individual. But it can be a lot of fun. Anyways, all right. Like a ton, yeah. Come on over. We'll have a little game night. Anyways, let's get into this Dungeons and Dragons draft booster. We'll see how that goes. I don't that go full speed. Yeah. All right. Well, let's crack into this one right here. Gonna go a little quicker on these here. We've got this Stirring Bard, Carefree Swine Master, Kenku Artificer, Vicious Battle Rager, Astral Confrontation, Shiny Impetus, Manorgate, Pseudo Dragon Familiar, Hezru, Dire Mimic. Don't want to fight that thing. You've Been Caught Stealing, Blur, Navigation Orb, Slaughter the Strong, Gondgate, You Look Upon the Tarrasque, Lozhan, Dragon's Legacy. We got Agent of the Iron Throne, Altar of Baal for the rare. We got a Sea Hag foil and a Construct token. If I remember right, I don't think this Altar of Baal is worth much, but we'll go ahead and slap it up on the price altar here and see what pops out. 65 cents. Yep, that's about what I was expecting. All right. Coming into our second draft booster of the night. And I don't know, maybe I'll be talking to opening up one more thing. Anyways. All right. We've got a Fang Dragon, Ettercap, Tamora's Invoker, Ghastly Death Tyrant, Blessed Hippogriff, Shiny Impetus, Manorgate, Lantern of Revealing, Nefarious Imp, Ingenious Artillerist, Trailblazer's Torch, Dread Linorm, Faceless One, Saddle of the Cavalier, Irenicus's Vile Duplication, Meteor Golem, Corlessa the Scale Singer, Master Chef, Sea of Clouds for the rare, that's a nice hit, and a Hardy Outlander foil with an initiative token. Yeah, I can put them all up there if you want. So I actually don't do it as I'm opening it like that because what I do is I actually take the stream video here and I slice that up into little segments, and I use that for the shorts that I do, because actually the short videos are the ones that do the best on YouTube. I think I probably average 200 or 300 views on there, so that just seems to be that bite-sized entertainment is kind of what people are all about. They can just sit down and watch you open one pack or whatnot. So this Sea of Clouds, I think it's probably going to be like $5, maybe $10. We'll see, and then we can start looking at some of the other ones. Yeah, okay. So 641 right in there. These lands can be kind of nice sometimes, and I'll just hold it up to this camera. If it, come on, there we go. Anyway, it's kind of a peaceful looking land card. The black and white ones, yeah. All right, Hardy Outlander. Here, let's do this. I guess I'll go back to the card. Some of these uncommons might actually be worth a little something. I think most of them are probably nothing. But we'll see. Yeah, that one's just a few cents. Master Chef, I know, is just a few cents. Let's check out this Dragon Bard. In the oh man. They call this, I can't remember what frame type they call that, but it is kind of a cool. I like that style of card when they kind of have that. I can't remember. It's irritating to me. Anyways, Corlessa's coming in at a whopping 11 cents. Meteor Golem, kind of a beastly looking one, a 7-drop. Yeah, it was not going to be worth very much. Saddle of the Cavalier. We'll just go through and see Faceless One. Yeah, that's going to be common. These are really, really common. Okay, so that's a really good question. Pit Traffic. So if I can get closer here, in the bottom, well, this is a bad example. Okay, so in the bottom left here, we can see right next to like the set is the CLB. Argonian. Set is the CLB is the set for Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, and then the EN says this is an English card. Obviously there is the card number 225 out of 361, and then that little C right next to it means that this particular one is a common. You can also tell that it's a common because the set symbol over here in the middle of the right side of the card is black. Let's see if we can find. So that's a common. All of these are probably commons. Dang it. Yeah. Okay, let me find an uncommon one. Okay. So then the uncommon ones you can see are silver, And then again, down in this bottom left-hand corner, you can see the little U for uncommon. Rares are kind of this bronzy color. And I think I have a mythic card. Yeah. So then the mythics, you can see they have the M. And then they have this like really vibrant. Let's compare that to a rare here. So we can see the rare is kind of like bronzishy or whatever, and then this is like an orangish, I don't know, whatever orangish reddish color that you would call for the mythic cards. So that is that's how you can tell the different card rarities apart. In fact, if you go back to some of the very first openings that I didn't even know that. And I was like, wow, I don't understand anything at all. So another thing that's a good indicator is your rares and mythics. They also have this kind of like dot down here. That's kind of like an anti forgery dot. Just that little piece of hollow. If you get in close, you can see that there's like the little Wizards of the Coast, or I should say, Magic the Gathering symbol in there. And I think that's just really hard to reproduce. So they put that down there so people can't make counterfeit cards for the really expensive cards. It's just, I don't know. I suppose if someone dumped enough money into it, they could figure it out, but just keeps you from printing them at home. Let me see here. Let's just see if we'll go through this other stack here and just see if there's anything maybe that was interesting. If you guys see something that you want to check out, definitely let me know. Sea Hag, see, that's just a common, so that's probably not going to be worth a ton. Agent of the Iron Throne. Sometimes the uncommons can be a few dollars though, whenever, depending on what they do. So when an uncommon is worth money, it's usually because it's good in a deck, like it's a usable card. Commander creatures you own have, whenever an artifact or creature you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So that one actually is kind of interesting. That's a really good commander card. Because if you didn't know, Commander, you play against multiple people, so that's only 13 cents. It might just be really common. We can admire some of this artwork too. A little. There we go. Focus. Dragon Shaman there. Nice. Pretty neat looking. The Tarrasque, I actually have a early sketch of the Tarrasque from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Who drew this one? Okay, so it's actually a different guy. No, typically what I like to, I mean, really you can use anything for the tokens. You can even, sometimes if I don't have a token on me, I'll just stick a dice out on the field and say, hey, this is my token for this. And you just got to kind of remember what it is. But usually if you just have one token of each kind that you need in a deck, maybe two, depending on the type of deck you have, I just put little dice on them. So you might have a D6 or a D8 or a D10 or something, and you can just orient it so that the correct number is facing up for how many of those tokens you might have. But yeah, you don't have to have a 1-for-1 matching. In fact, a lot of the time in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm sorry, not Dungeons and Dragons. Well, in Dungeons and Dragons too, but Magic the Gathering, they do use dice to indicate. Like for instance, this one says target creature gets +5/+5. So, in a case like that, if you played this, you might put a D6, with the 5 side up on your card to indicate, hey, this one's kind of boosted, it's powered up. That way you don't have to keep track of all that stuff in your head. But yeah, that's a super great question. All right, here I'm just checking the chat, the rest of the chat, see if make sure I didn't miss anything. The online orders and some other stuff like that. But yeah, great question. Slaughter the Strong. Yeah, the dice are really nice. Dice so nice. It's kind of an interesting artwork. Navigation orb. So So this is kind of cool. It's cool how a lot of the backgrounds in these shows walls and gates and that kind of stuff just for the city of Baldur's Gate. I mean, there's a lot of gates in the set, and it's just really fun to see that kind of common theme even throughout this. So, like, yeah, look, overlooking the city of Baldur's Gate in the background. Yeah, this one's a little different. Dire Mimic. That's kind of cool. If you do Dungeons and Dragons, you know, there's always the mimics somewhere. Definitely don't want to have that be in your tavern room. Hezru the Frog Demon. I think last time I saw this, I really want to look this up in the monster manual and take a look and see what its stats are and stuff. I haven't ever heard of this creature before. The little pseudo dragon familiar. Got a little collar there, a little choker with some kind of a crystal on it. It's actually pretty neat. It's super neat. Campbell White is the artist for that one. Hey, here's one of the gates. We've got the Manor Gate. This is probably for the ritzy side of town. Barrier that shields privileged eyes from the city's woes. Andreas Roca. Shiny Impetus. That one's kind of cool. What is that? Like a little... maybe that's a tabaxi? Yeah. A purse mimic. That could be interesting, especially if it was... if you somehow domesticated it, you could use that. Maybe get some kind of bag of holding-ish properties, but with a little bit of a guard pet on it. Anyone that wasn't authorized to try to get in there might get a little bit of a nasty surprise. That would be kind of interesting. Battle Rager. That's pretty cool. R.A. Salvatore books have a Dwarven Battle Rager Plent. Thibble Dwarf or something like that. It's been so long I can't remember, but the spiking armor is definitely gives it away on that one. Here's a little Kenku, one of the more recent Dungeons and Dragons races. Pretty neat. Carefree Swine Master, a little gnome ranger, and her trusty steed. Big old boar. And then the Stirring Bard. This is a different art from that last one. Kind of maybe singing the blues in that one. Kind of just trying to help people in the slums get by. I was talking about the tabaxi for a second. Oh. Awesome. All right. Well, let me get something here, and we'll go to the bench view. So, as far as I can see, let me just check all of the chats. It looks like I've only got 2 people watching, but 2 is better than none. If you're out there and you haven't said anything, definitely let me know. I'm going to kind of wrap this up here pretty quick, and I'm going to do a giveaway. And to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is just comment here. And if you do happen to buy something on the shop, I'll give you an extra entry into the giveaway for each item you purchase. But what we're going to be giving away here, and actually let's pick our pack. We'll open up this fancy box here. And we'll grab one. And we're going to go ahead and give away that collector booster tonight to someone that is live on the stream. Crack it open, see what's in there. So if you're out there, go ahead and comment. We'll give that just another few minutes. I know it's got to... there's a bit of a delay in the chat and stuff like that. And let me see here. I think I can even check to see how many people are. So it looks like there's only 2 of you guys out there. And what I'm going to do is I'll roll a dice. It looks like I've got JC and Pit Traffic. And We'll roll the dice and we'll say even. An even number is Pit Traffic, and an odd number will be JC. Ivysaur. Oh, that was a keyword we used for one of my other giveaways. I think that's the one that he won. But all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll this dice. If it rolls off the screen here, then I'll go ahead and re-roll it just so we make sure everything's kosher. But we should be good here. So, what did I say? Even Pit Traffic, odd for JC. We'll see what happens. Oh, odd. All right. Looks like it's a JC there. We can see I'm not going to manipulate that anyway. But that did land on the 7. So, congratulations, JC. You are my first purchaser, and it looks like you're the first winner of my live stream giveaways. So, let's switch over to the card cam and get you going. So, Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate Collector's Booster. Here we come. All right, starting out with a Prophetic Prism, Druid of the Emerald Grove, Javelin of Lightning. Hey, we got a Crystal Dragon, Stone Skin, Plains, Haslin, Emerald Archdruid, Candlekeep Sage, Aranis, Gloomstalker, Bane, Lord of Darkness for a rare. We've got Stick Together for a rare, Furbolg Flutist for the rare, Glunch the Best Tower for a rare, and the Council of Four. Hey! This is a nice hit. So this Displacer kitten right here is actually very popular. That is really awesome to see. And then of course we've got a Squirrel token. So yeah, we'll actually scan a bunch of these rares, but I'm telling you right now, this Displacer kitten, I think especially in the borderless with the foil, JC, you may have gotten lucky again. I think last I looked, this may have been like a $15, $20 card. So congratulations to you on getting that. We'll scan that one last, and let's get through some of these other rares and see what additional value you may have pulled. So starting with the Council of Four. Should come through here in just a second. Okay, so that one was kind of a miss. And then we've got Glunch, the Bestower, Jellyfish Creature. Oh, and this one is actually etched, which is nice. 24 cents. Not anything super crazy. Then we've got this Borderless Furbolg Flutist. Scan it, meow. We'll get to it. We want to end on a high note. Furbolg Flutist for 21 cents. And then we've got Stick Together. Some of these white ones actually are pretty decent. We'll see. Now, 8 cents. All right, Bane, Lord of Darkness. And then we'll get to the Displacer Kitten. All right, 14 cents. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for. We're just going to... I know for a fact that JC really wanted to get the mat, the play mat for Displacer Kitten, but they didn't have one, so we ended up with the Owlbear Cub. But all right, I'll stop keeping you guys in suspense, and let's go ahead and scan that card. There we go. $22 hit in the foil. paid for the pack, and I actually think this might be a pretty good card, not just for the cute factor, but for the play factor. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So you get a little bit of a blink there. If you wanted to protect the Displacer Kitten. So, and before I forget, let's just, before we get into other discussion, let's go ahead and sleeve the old Displacer Kitten up there. Where do you check card prices from? So I actually, my application, the way that it's set up, there's a website called Scryfall that has like a lot of different card information, kind of the metadata about cards, when they're released, the set they're in, all that other kind of stuff. So they have an API that you can hit and pull down that information. And then as part of that, they actually have pricing data. I don't know how often it updates. I need to read their documentation. But I'm thinking it's got to update at least once every day or every other day. So it might not be like, most up-to-date pricing that they get there. I had thought about hitting some APIs for some of the markets itself, but I really wanted to make sure that the API return back as quickly as possible. And realistically, for these videos, I'm kind of just looking for a ballpark figure. Just so if we're in the zone, if we're within a day or two, I figured that was probably good. But yeah, that's just in fact, here's what I'll do here. Let me, if I can copy this. Oh my gosh. Control click. There we go. And I'll paste the link for that Displacer Kitten of exactly what I pull back and what I look at. You can click on that, open it up, and you can see it's just a big JSON object. Got a lot of different things in there. Information about the card. You can pull up card images, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I just pull that data in. I actually do have a local database of the card sets, and that's what I use to guess as close as I can to what a card is. And then from there, I may have to hit that Scryfall API 2 or 3 times, and then I do some image matching to make sure that I get the right one. Because as we've seen before, sometimes cards have different arts, and the arts can have an indication on like values and that kind of stuff. So it was kind of a cool project. But yeah, nothing too crazy. So let's see here. We'll give one final little check of the orders before we sign off today. I do appreciate you guys joining in and having some fun with us today. It's always fun to do these. And congratulations, JC, once again. Last time you got the Tomb of Yawgmoth, I think, or Yawgmoth or something like that from that Time Spiral Remastered set that was worth $32. And today, let's see here. There we go. Today, you locked it in again with the Displacer Kitten. So, pretty nice. Hopefully you enjoyed that card. Hopefully you can build a nice deck with that. But I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one, guys. If you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button for me, like I know you can. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when my next great video comes out. In the meantime, keep collecting and stay happy.